What you're looking at is my inbox, specifically the spam folder of my inbox, that shows emails I've received from the Donald Trump for President campaign. There are many more that I've received. However, these are the ones that haven't been deleted from automatically from my Gmail account. But you can see that I've got an email from Karl Rove there, from Newt Gingrich, from Ben Carson, from Donald Trump, from Patrick, somebody named Patrick, from Jim, somebody named Jim, but all they ended up in the spam folder of my Gmail account. And I'm going to give you 8 reasons why they ended up here. The first of which is that I never subscribed to any of these. I never subscribed to get any email from anybody associated with the Trump campaign, nor from the Trump campaign itself. How did I then start getting emails from the Trump campaign? Because I think they bought a list. They bought a list of email addresses to send spam to, basically. In June of this year, there was a report that members of Parliament from England, from Canada, from Australia, Iceland, Denmark, Finland had received fundraising solicitation emails from the Trump campaign. What that tells me is that they bought a list. They bought a list and they didn't clean it to get people who obviously could not vote for him and were legally prohibited from giving him any money. So they bought an email list and they didn't clean it off of the people who obviously couldn't help him in any way. And thus the members of parliament of foreign governments got fundraising emails from the Trump campaign. My email obviously was included on a list that the Trump campaign bought. So that's number one. The number one reason that his emails got caught by spam filters is that he bought a list and he's sending randomly to people that don't want to get his email. And so what's probably likely happening is people are getting these emails who don't want it, Democrats, and are hitting the spam button, and Google is paying attention to people who are hitting the spam button and tagging those emails as spam. So that's number one. Number two, sending from email addresses. So you can see info@nrc.org. This email from Karl Rove is sent from an info@ email address. Newt Gingrich's email is sent from the same email address. Ben Carson's email address is sent from an info@myfaithvotes.com email address. Donald Trump's email is sent from contact@victoryacrossamerica.gop.com. So all of these are non-personal email addresses. They're sent from role-based email addresses. Now, that's not a spam tactic in and of itself, but contributing to it can be considered spam tactic when it's coupled with other known spam tactics. So that's number two, sending from a spammy email address or a role-based email address. The other one is using liberal use of all caps. So here we go. Every dollar you give will be quadruple matched. All caps. That's not using all caps is a trigger for spam filters, but also highlighting with a color text is another spam tactic. So let's take a look at some other emails here and see if we can find So here we go. Highlighted and all caps. Take action now. All donations will be triple matched. All highlighted with caps. Another spam tactic. So that's number 3. Number 4 is red text. So Republicans cannot win without you. That's red text. That's a spam tactic, and that'll trigger spam filters. Let's see if we can find any other here. No, so that one doesn't have much. Here we go. All caps here, underlined. We've got more red text here. Trigger words. Dollar signs are a trigger word. Winner are trigger words which are used in these emails. Now, take action now is a trigger phrase. So those types of things are trigger words. So that's number 5. Number 6. Background highlighting is 7. Burying the footer of the email with a lot of white space. So you can see if I scroll all the way down, there's a lot of white space in between the end of the apparent end of the email and the footer where you find the unsubscribe link. So the idea for this is to put the unsubscribe link out of sight and out of mind, and therefore make it harder for people to unsubscribe. That's a spam tactic, and that's easy to recognize by spam filters. And then finally, mismatching URLs. This is another spam tactic number 8. And if you see the URL here, contribute.nrsc.org, Trump, Pence, patriotic yard sign, that URL is actually not the same URL you get when you click on the link. It actually sends you to a URL at the granitelists.com domain. So mismatching URLs, that's a common tactic used in scam emails, or people trying to scam you into clicking on something that looks legit, but it actually sends you to a different location. So those are eight reasons why emails coming from the Trump campaign are getting sent directly to spam filters and not seeing the recipients. I have a full blog post on this topic at my blog, e-strategyblog.com, along with a couple of others about the Trump campaign's less than stellar marketing tactics. Kind of an amateur hour over there. So there you go. Why Donald Trump's emails are getting sent to the spam filter.